Class 8S welcomes you on our annual function on the topic Union Territory of India, Jammu and Kashmir.
A new day means a fresh start and new opportunities. So let's greet the day with open arms. Prayer is an expansion of the total faith in the power present within and around us. When we pray with faith, we express it through our sincere thanks to God. Thus, get ready to remember the Almighty, the Creator of the whole universe. Now please join your hands, close your eyes and get ready for the short prayer.
O God, I offer you my studies, thoughts, words, and actions of this day. Enlighten my mind, strengthen my memory, and guide me to do what's right. Amen.
Updating ourselves every day is a good and never-ending habit. This helps us to maintain awareness towards our society, towards our nation, and responsibilities and duties. Did you all read newspaper or heard the news in the morning today? I'm sure you couldn't, but don't worry. To update us about the happenings around the world, here comes the students of Class 8S for today's news headline.
With the new day comes new strength, new thoughts, and endless possibility. Reading new thoughts in the morning works like a fuel which keeps us energized and encouraged throughout the day. So, to enlighten us and brighten our morning, here comes Divyanshi over class with the thought of the day.
The thought of the day is work for applause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed. Just make your absence felt. I repeat my thought. Work for a cause, not to applause. Live life to express, not to impress. Don't strive to make your presence noticed. Just make your absence felt. Thank you.
Good morning everybody. Here is the national news. Rajya Sabha passes 4 day. Rajya Sabha passes dam bill security after 4 hour request.
US will resume the Trump-era migration policy, asylum seekers to wait in Mexico. Now let's go for the sports news. BWF World Tour Finals. Sindhu joins Lakshya in the knockouts.
Now, the weather report. The minimum temperature of Sri Ganganagar will be 11 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature of Sri Ganganagar will be 24 degrees Celsius. Thank you.
History is a mighty drama enacted upon the theatres of time, with science for lamps and eternity for a background. Let us witness the history of Jammu and Kashmir with this English drama.
Hey guys, I am visiting Jammu and Kashmir next week. Do you know anything about how Jammu and Kashmir got its name? Actually, no. Can you tell? Well, they are believed to be two origins. One for Jammu and the other for Kashmir. Which one do you want to know first? Let's go for Kashmir first. According to the folk mythology, the name Kashmir means desiccated land. It is believed that the place where Kashmir is now was once covered by a big lake. There was a saint named Kashyapa who drained this water from Baramulla and gave it to his people for settlement. And so the name Kashyapa Mir or Kashmir originated. And what about Jammu?
Let me tell you, origin of Jammu can be traced back to the age of Raja Jambulochan in the 14th century BC. It is believed that during one of his hunting campaigns, he reached the Tavi river where he saw a goat and a lion drinking water at the same place. The king was impressed and decided to set up a town after his name Jambu. With the passage of time, the name was shaped to become Jammu.
It's very amazing. I wonder how amazing its history is going to be. Let us know the history of Jammu and Kashmir.
Kashmir has always been an independent kingdom, a sovereign state in every sense. And whosoever tried to control it, whether it were the Mughals or the Afghans or the Sikhs or later the Dogras, has had many problems. Draped in myth, recorded in Puranas, coveted by kings, conquered by various religions and ideologies, Kashmir has always been a land of many legends.
Among her famous visitors were Emperor Alexander and Ashoka, scholars like Shankaracharya, home to one of the subcontinent's greatest philosophers, the mystic Abhinavagupta. Kashmir has many stories to tell. We are going to represent the story of the state, Jammu and Kashmir, a story across time, from Alexander the Great, the Sultans and the Sikhs, and many others in between to the current time.
Religions, like seasons, grace the valley at intervals. In the beginning, it was a well-known seat of Shaivism, an important pilgrimage for the followers of Shiva. Scenario changed with the entry of Ashoka.
After I came to Jammu and Kashmir, I found this place very beautiful. I found the old capital of Kashmir, Srinagar, now ruins on the outskirts of modern Srinagar, and brought Buddhism too.
Since our religion, Buddhism, believes in coexistence, we and the existing follower of Lord Shiva will prosper well.
We welcome the new culture with open arms, and I believe under divine rule of King Ashoka, we will live in harmony.
I certainly believe everyone will live in harmony.
Being a popular route, many people entered here with their own cultures. Shah Mir visited Kashmir too. Islam first appeared in the valley from over the Khyber Pass.
With the contribution of Shah Mir, Sultan dynasty was formed here. The Sultan dynasty lasted till 16th century. This was also the dynasty in which Islam became a prominent religion in the valley. Now we will move to our next scene. Let's see what happened in the 16th century.
When the 16th century arrived, the Mughal dynasty came, who overthrew Sultan dynasty and took control of Kashmir. The Mughal Emperor Akbar conquered Kashmir from 1585 to 1586.
I took advantage of Kashmir's internal Sunni Shia divisions and thus ended indigenous Kashmiri Muslim rule. Kashmir became the northernmost region of Mughal India, as well as the pleasure ground in the summer division. We the Mughals even built Persian water gardens in Srinagar along the shores of Dal Lake.
The Mughals were overthrown by Afghans around 200 years later. Afghan reign was a dark era for Kashmir, but it did not continue for so long. The Kashmir Valley was taken by the Sikh Empire under Maharaja Ranjit Singh in the early 19th century. The region came under the non-Islamic rule for the first time in close to 500 years, and this was the beginning of Kashmir as we know it today. Let us take you near the time period of partition of our country.
Let us tell you about how Jammu and Kashmir became a single state. Maharaja Ranjit Singh handed over the Kashmir region to Maharaja Gulab Singh, who was one of his most trusted soldiers, and made Kashmir a hereditary province.
After the demise of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Sikh Empire weakened and the East India Company took control over Punjab and signed a Treaty of Lahore, as per which Sikh Empire had to free its vassal lords, including Maharaja Gulab Singh. Now, Maharaja Gulab Singh was free to take his own decisions without taking any permission from the Sikh Empire.
I, Gulab Singh, will sign a treaty with Britishers and buy the land of Jammu and Kashmir.
Gulab Singh, you have to pay 75 lakh Nanak Shahi rupees and the land of Jammu and Kashmir will be yours.
Okay.
And in this way, Jammu and Kashmir became a combined state and Dogra dynasty was established. After Gulab Singh, Ranveer Singh ascended the throne, which was followed by Pratap Singh and then Hari Singh.
When India got independence, it got partitioned into two countries named India and Pakistan. Now, let us see what happened in Kashmir during partition period.
We East India Company gives 3 options to each state. Choose India, choose Pakistan or be an independent state. What have you decided for your state, Hari Singh?
I am not able to decide whether to choose India or go with Pakistan. Give me some time to think over it.
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel tried to convince the undecided princely state to choose India, but Hari Singh didn't give a nod. Later, when Pakistan tried to convince Hari Singh, Maharaja Hari Singh signed a standstill agreement with Pakistan.
I don't think Hari Singh is going to choose Pakistan.
He is taking very long time. Let us make it ask by hook or by crook.
To take over Jammu and Kashmir by force, Pakistan sent armed tribesmen from Pakistan infiltrate Jammu and Kashmir.
Maharaja, armed tribesmen have attacked Jammu and Kashmir. We have to act quickly, otherwise they will take control over us.
Definitely, I will talk to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and seek help.
We will help you, Maharaja Hari Singh, but you have to sign a document of annexation in the favor of India.
Surely, this is the best suitable option for me at this time. I am ready to sign document of accession in the favor of India.
As per the promise, India sent defense forces to Jammu and Kashmir and they started armed conflict between India and Pakistan.
Didn't they try to solve this problem?
Yes, India took the Kashmir issue to United Nations, raising concern over Pakistan's forced entry in parts of Kashmir.
We suggest that India and Pakistan should go for plebiscite.
But India and Pakistan could not agree on how to demilitarize the region and the conflict continued. In the meantime, Maharaja Hari Singh appoints the interim government and Sheikh Abdullah was appointed as the Prime Minister.
When the Constitution of India was drafted, an Article 370 accorded special status to Jammu and Kashmir. In 1953, Sheikh Abdullah was dismissed as the Prime Minister because he lost the support of Cabinet as Cabinet thought that Sheikh Abdullah had different intentions with Jammu and Kashmir.
Then who became the Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir?
Bakshi Ghulam Muhammad took his place and in 1956, Jammu and Kashmir finally adopted its constitution and defined itself as an integral part of India.
Did everything get settled down after this?
No, the tensions and the conflicts between the two countries didn't calm.
But Jammu and Kashmir is a union territory of India. How did this happen?
On 5th August 2019, Home Minister Amit Shah proposed a presidential order to repeal Article 370. Jammu and Kashmir bifurcated as to union territories of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir.
In this way, after a long series of events, Jammu and Kashmir finally became the union territory of India.
We hope that you enjoyed the history of Jammu and Kashmir.
Thank you.
This captain opens avenues for you to learn more. You come across new facts about the topic. Group discussion involves an exchange of ideas where important things are learned from each other. So let us learn some interesting facts about Jammu and Kashmir through this group discussion.
Jammu and Kashmir is a newly created union territory in India consisting of two divisions, Jammu Division and Kashmir Division. It is located to the north of Himachal Pradesh and Punjab and to the west of Ladakh.
Jammu and Kashmir has a geographical area of 1,1387 square kilometers.
Srinagar in the Kashmir Valley serves as the summer capital, while Jammu serves as the winter capital.
Jammu is known as the city of temples and offer many sightseeing opportunities with its garden, palaces, forts and other religious attractions. Some of the famous attractions of Jammu are Bahu Fort, Mubarak Mandi Palace, Dogra Art Museum, Raghunath Temple, Vaishno Devi Temple, etc.
Kashmir Valley is famous for its lakes, high altitude passes, hill stations, Mughal gardens, Dal Lake, Shikara Ride and ancient religious sites. Some of the major attractions of Kashmir are Amarnath Cave, Dal Lake, Pari Mahal, Indira Gandhi Tulip Garden, etc.
The temperature in the Kashmir Valley ranges between -8 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the temperature in winters ranges between 4 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius.
According to latest census conducted in 2011, the population in Jammu is 5.4 lakhs while the population in Kashmir Valley is 69.1 lakhs.
Major religion of Jammu region is Hinduism and it is home to important Hindu pilgrimage sites including the famous Mata Vaishno Devi Temple.
One of the sources of economy in Jammu are a number of small industries that provide a variety of items like electronic goods and carpets. Tourism also contributes greatly to the economy in Jammu.
Main source of revenue in the people of Kashmir Valley is agriculture and related other activities. Along with tourism, sericulture and cool water fisheries are some other industries that provide livelihood to the people in Kashmir Valley.
Major agricultural exports from Jammu and Kashmir includes apples, pears, cherries, saffron, walnuts and plums. Kashmir is the largest producer of saffron in India and third largest producer in the world.
The music of Jammu and Kashmir has been influenced by the music of Central, Eastern and Southern Asia. Some of the most famous musical forms practiced in Kashmir are Chakri, Ladisha, Hindustani Classical and Sufiana Kana.
The rich culture of Jammu and Kashmir also includes several dances that are performed during birthdays, festivals and other special occasions. Some of the traditional dance forms are Damhal, Kud, Ban Pathar, Roof, Hafiza and Bacha Nagma.
The cuisine of Kashmir Valley reflects Central Asian, Persian and Afghan influences. Spices like cinnamon, cardamom, fennel and cloves are widely used.
One of the famous dishes in Kashmir is Wazwan, a collection of 32 vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes.
In Jammu, the dishes of Dogra cuisine are very popular. This region is famous for Rajma Chawal with Rajma being a local crop.
Kawa tea is one of the most popular beverage of Jammu and Kashmir. Kawa is an exotic mix of Kashmiri green tea leaves, whole spices, nuts and saffron which is prepared in a brass kettle known as a samovar. A samovar has a central cavity where the hot coal is placed while the surrounding space is reserved for boiling the water and other ingredients for the tea. Along with Kawa tea, Noon chai is also quite popular. Noon chai is traditionally made from a type of green tea leaves, milk, salt, baking soda. It is prepared in a samovar. A pinch of baking soda gives it a pronounced pink color.
Some of the famous authors from Jammu and Kashmir are Kalhana Pandit, Laldit, Malik Haider and Padma Sachdev.
Firan is the most typical attire of Kashmiri men and women which both Muslims and Hindus wear.
In Jammu and Kashmir, Pathani suit is often referred to as Khan dress. It is worn by men.
Handicrafts of Jammu and Kashmir are famous all over the world. Kashmir's famous handcrafted specialties include pashminas, embroidered shawls, silverware and copperware, and a variety of walnut and wood products.
Jammu and Kashmir has many lakes, rivers and glaciers. Significant rivers that flow through Jammu and Kashmir from the Himalayas are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi and Satluj.
India's first floating post office is built on a houseboat in Dal Lake. It is moored at the western edge of Dal Lake, Srinagar.
Poetry is a spontaneous overflow of a powerful feeling. It takes its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility. With the sound of gushing water, the aroma of pine trees, the vibrancy of saffron, rise of azan and unfathomable. Calling of Kashmir surprises everyone. Students are going to present a beautiful poem on Jammu and Kashmir. Welcome them.
Now we are going to present an English poem about the beauty of Jammu and Kashmir.
Beauty that mesmerizes us, our soul and heart. What should we call it? Heaven or heaven on earth?
The mountains, the fountains, and the pleasant sunshine. Nothing can be comparable, none could be fine.
The houseboat, the shikaras, and the innocence of Dal Lake, so pure and perfect, I wish I could take.
The fragrance of saffron, the falling snow and rain. Kashmir is the place I want to visit again.
Jammu and Kashmir, where we find local people always to be warm.
Jammu and Kashmir, where you encounter experiences that are unique.
What should we call it? Heaven or heaven on earth?
Thank you.
Traditional Dogri song. Girls of our class are going to present a melodious song. Please give them a warm welcome.
Rosilia,
Yes, the students of class 8th are going to perform an English motivational song, so please give them a warm welcome.
Standing in the hall of fame, the world's gonna know your name. The one with the brightest name. The world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the hall of fame.
You can run a mile, you can walk straight through hell with a smile. You can get the good.
For the wrinkles that you never pretty broke.
Do it for your people, do it for your pride.
However, no, you never even try.
Do it for your country, do it for your name.
When you're standing in the hall of fame, the world's gonna know your name. The one with the brightest name. The world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the hall of fame. Champion, be a champion.
पहाड़ों के जिस्म पे बर्फ की चादर, चिनारों के पत्तों पे शबनम के बिस्तर, हंसी वादियों में महकती है केसर, कहीं झिलमिलाते हैं झीलों के जेवर। है कश्मीर धरती पे जन्नत का मंजर, यहाँ के बशर है फरिश्तों की मूरत। यहाँ की हवा झिलमिलाती है, यहाँ की बोली है बड़ी खूबसूरत। यहाँ की हवाएं मुअर्रत मुअर्रत। है कश्मीर धरती पे जन्नत का मंजर, है कश्मीर धरती पे जन्नत का मंजर।
Music gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to imagination, and life to everything. Boys of 8th are going to present a marvelous instrumental performance.
ruling Maharaja of Jammu and Kashmir? The correct answer is Maharaja Hari Singh.
Here is the second question. Which article of the Indian Constitution gives special status to Jammu and Kashmir before 2019? The correct answer is Article 370.
Which is the largest city of Jammu and Kashmir? The correct answer is Srinagar.
Here's our fourth question. Which is the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir? The correct answer is Srinagar.
What is the traditional dress for men and women in Kashmir? The correct answer is Firan. Thank you.
Many of the beauty simply vanishes or feels less when you once see how beautiful Kashmir is. The mountain, the valley and the river. Everything about this stunning land continue to elevate its beauty at all the junctions, throwing new surprises. So, now let us show you how beautiful Kashmir is by representing their folk dances.
Bhumra